Who is the most important person in the world to you? The one that you like and care for the most. If you're like most people, your answer is yourself. People are literally at the center of their own universe. They want to be liked, respected, valued. If so, why do we attach so much importance to the views of others? Somebody makes a negative comment, rejects us, and the I in us gets completely shattered. Why do we attach so much importance to others' views about us? But first thing first, why do we so much focus on the I? Evolution has shaped us such that the brain is highly focused on ensuring that the I in us survives and thrives. There are a plethora of regions in the brain focused on the I. The core I focuses on the well-being of our body. The emotional I focuses on the emotions, expressions, personality, and our version of life experiences. The reflective I focuses on the advanced aspects like problem solving and decision making that's important to us. The autobiographical I focuses on learning from the past, looking into the future, and making the most of the present. There are so many areas in the brain focusing on the I, explaining why I is at the center of our life. Why then do we focus on others' views? Well, when someone makes an inappropriate comment or rejects us or says anything that the I doesn't like, a part of the brain called amygdala activates. This brain region is responsible for most of our reactive tendencies, and it reacts really fast. So quick is this region that within a tenth of a second of anything that we don't like, that we hear, see, smell, taste, or feel, and this region reacts violently. That's way quicker than the half a second it takes for our conscious brain to process signals and act sensibly. Now, this duration between 1/10 of a second and half a second might appear too short to you, but it is an eternity in the brain. This duration is responsible for many of the negative actions like overthinking, ruminating, racing mind, absent-mindedness, and other inappropriate behavioral patterns. As we can see, focusing on others' views on us is almost like giving the keys of our emotional wellness to the others. Now the others decide when we'll be happy and when we'll be unhappy. So is there no escape from the outer voices? There is. You need to focus on your inner voice. The inner voice is something that all of us are blessed with. Call it intuition, hunches, that subtle voice that says, take the risk. And it is always working in our favor. Unfortunately, this inner voice plays at a really low frequency as opposed to external voices. Listening to this inner voice is a bit like listening to a whisper in a loud room full of cacophonous noises. Not surprisingly, we hardly ever notice our inner voice, let alone listen to it. How then do we consciously listen to our inner voice rather than be influenced by the external noise all the time? 3 steps help us in this process. Number 1, tamp down the external noises. Choose to have blocks of silent time on your calendar every few hours. During these slots, be with yourself. And if you're at work, retire to a silent focus room. Don't talk with anyone or use electronic gadgets at this time. Take power naps once in a while and vitally cultivate a hobby that you truly enjoy by yourself. Painting, reading, playing a musical instrument, cooking. The key is to be with yourself. All these over time help reduce the impact of the external noises on the brain. Technique 2. Raise the volume of the signals of your inner voice. Since your mind is generally most silent in the morning, your inner voice is most active at that time. Journaling your thoughts first thing in the morning after you wake up helps you actively listen to your inner voices in the brain. The volume of your inner voice also increases when you're doing nothing intentionally, and specifically when you're in the nature. Hiking in the mountains, going for a walk, or simply observing videos of nature are good enough techniques to raise the pitch of your inner voice. Technique 3. Listening to both the outer voice and the inner voice. The wisest people are those that are conscious of and listen to both the inner voice and the outer voice without reacting to either. This is a really advanced brain state. Consistent daily meditation and being rooted in spirituality are two proven techniques that over years can help maintain the sanctity of both the inner voice and the outer voice. Enough listening to my external voice. Use the techniques in the video to master your inner voice and regain charge over your emotional wellness and your life itself.